Hi, this is Sharif with Engadget. Now we're looking at the Nikon Coolpix AW100, which is Nikon's first Coolpix underwater camera, rated to a depth of 10 meters. And James Loader from Nikon is going to give us a tour of the device and the seals and the buttons and how they've managed to make it function so deep underwater.
So the AW100 obviously standing for all weather. I'm sure that you worked that out already, Sharif.
I haven't actually until you mentioned it.
But this is 10 meters waterproof. It's minus 10 degrees centigrade freeze proof, and in addition to that you can drop it anywhere up to 1.5 meters as well, and it will withstand that drop. As you mentioned already, the camera has been weather sealed, so all of the buttons themselves, you can see on the back here, all of the buttons themselves are not open to the elements, so there's nothing that can get in behind there. And the hatch for the battery and the memory card and also your other connectivity points are all kept behind this waterproof, weatherproof seal.
So you've clumped them all together so you can protect them
exactly,
in one go.
so it's all in one place,
sure.
All able to be protected by the one seal, and that locks in place so that you can't automatically sort of just knock that open. You have to push the button and rotate to open that up. So
you've got a bit of safety that it won't flap open.
Absolutely. The last thing you want is water getting in there when you're sort of down diving.
Great. There's something else here which is designed for people who are underwater or in a sticky situation where perhaps they're wearing gloves, and that is the action button here on the other side.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
seal.
So the action button, the whole concept behind this is that, you know, we're thinking about the type of user that's going to be wanting this type of product, and that kind of user, generally speaking, it could be somebody that's living a very active outdoor life and they're wanting to use this while maybe skiing or snowboarding. Mm-hmm. So the idea of the action button is that you give it a press and it takes you straight into a menu system on the back here of the most readily usable functions that you want to be able to access. And with a slight tilt of the camera, you can cycle through the various menu options. You can either tilt it this way or you can sort of move it this way, and that will cycle through those options, and with another press of the action button it will take you into the next part of the menu. So it's just all using a big button, so that if you've got your big clumpy gloves on, you can still get to access all of the main features that you need. So
if you wanted to start a movie recording,
so you just press on the side here with the action button, you tilt down to start movie recording, press the button again, and away you go.
Yeah, if it had memory, it would be start. I get that. So you're trying to minimise button presses, and more than that, trying to make sure that the only button presses are on this big action button on the side.
Well, that's it. When you're wearing gloves and so on, it's quite difficult to use the sort of smaller buttons that are generally used in most situations on the back of the camera. So by taking the functionality from these buttons and putting it behind the action button and this gesture control, it allows the user to access those without having to remove their gloves and miss that moment that they're trying to capture.
Sure, and also for the adventurous types, you've got built-in maps there in some built-in memory.
That's right, we've got built-in compass, which you can see at the bottom of the screen there, that is constantly tracking. We've also got built-in